Alright guys, RoKage here and welcome back to the brand new video. On today's video, Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade will be the topic. We're gonna make pre-launch tier list. Take this tier list with a grain of salt. Why? Because this is like early information that we currently have. No one still played the game actually, and this is all the information that were gathered based on their live stream they've done. Maybe they're gonna change something, maybe they won't, but definitely this should be helpful for you because we're gonna also learn what each of those characters will do in the game. So we're gonna have a lot of information here. There is already a tier list here, but I will read everything about the character and I will create my own pre-launch tier list. Okay, maybe it will be the same, maybe it will be a little bit different. We're gonna see. By the way, re-rolling in this game, okay, at the same time I'll be talking about who you should re-roll and prioritize, but don't worry, as I already mentioned on previous video, one of my previous videos related to Phantom Parade, re-rolling will have a system of infinite summons with guaranteed SSR, and probably we're gonna be able to get more SSRs in one multi, but I cannot guarantee you that until we actually summon in 2 days, right? So there is an infinite reroll summon, which I love so much because you can literally summon for free until you get a character or SSRs that you want for your account. Okay, let's start. First of all, I need to say this. If you have some kind of like super favorite character and you want to start with him, don't worry, start with it. It's not end of the world. There'll be many more summons, I guess, in the game, etc. So you're gonna get what you want to get. But at the end of the day, infinite reroll is here, so we won't have to suffer to reroll. It will be super easy. I love that. That's like first positive thing from the get-go. Okay, so let me first, like I said, let me first read about every single of those characters. At the same time, you can see where those characters are ranked in this website, and then I might do some changes on my own tier list. Okay, let's start now. So Gojo Satoru, his firepower is much higher than the other characters. Unprecedented, whatever. Spell power efficiency with skill curse power consumption of 1. Have in mind this is translated from Japan to English, so it could be some little mistranslations. Does not receive any damage, disadvantage of turn limit. Now Gojo is a super interesting character in this game because for 7 turns he'll be presented in the match. Okay, he will be here and no one will be able to do any damage to him, and also he's doing the highest damage in the game. I believe he is the type of the character that is like the best for the early game. Like most of the matches you will be finishing, I guess, relatively quickly, and when you have a character who doesn't take any damage and has a massive firepower, doing massive damage overall, I believe he's the best to reroll. Okay, I agree with the information right here, but also I need to say that he might fall off in the mid game and end game. It really depends on how much 7 turns is in this game. Okay, how effective you can be in 7 turns. That's a big question. So I will put him at the highest ranking. Most likely he won't be alone there, and I'll explain why. But yeah, that disadvantage of turn limit might be a problem. I'm just saying. But at the end of the day, he takes 0 damage, bro. That's broken. Then we have Megumi Fushiguro, a well-balanced attacker, new single target stun, I guess, and fully body attack are powerful. Additional damage with J-Dock after using a special move. So overall, he's the type of the attacker based on this that he's doing really high damage, and he can do additional damage if you with J-Dock after using a special move. Okay, if you probably I don't know, is it like an ability card they're talking about or something like that, but nevertheless a really good attacker. Again, attackers in the early game are most of the times the most valuable, but this is the case here. I'll explain. Meki Zenin, an attacker who can continuously deal damage, can use single and general skills separately with 0 curse power. Inflicts a debuff that reduces martial arts with a single skill. So she can do continuous damage, okay? Again, we don't have crazy a lot of information about the characters. Single general skills separately, okay. Debuffing, okay. That's Meki. We have Panda. Tank roll that can take single attacks. Okay, he can do like single attacks. Change target of single attack to Panda with skill. Changes skill to attack after using special move. Okay. I think Panda, since he'll be a tank, tanks are in most of the cases highly important in as I mean, it's hard to say because bro, he's for 7 turns he can be like the best tank in the game, Gojo, right? He can be like the best tank in the game, easy for that 7 turns. That's a big question for me. Okay, him I will put with Panda, yeah, also. And then her, since she can like, for now, A tier, I don't find anything too crazy about her, honestly. Based on this information right here, at least what we have. Okay. I mean, that debuff can be extremely helpful, but I for now, like, related to the pre-launch tier list and the reroll tier list at the same time, I don't know, I might change my thoughts here, but for now, like this supporter who can give, so Kiyotaka Iichi, supporter who gives can give buffs to all allies. That's a huge deal for me. Increases damage dealt and reduce damage taken to all allies. That can be a really huge thing. Even though his attacks performance is really low, I still think that he is like super good character. Yeah, S tier, really close to S plus. I believe that buff to all allies is actually huge, but I cannot put him in the S plus because I don't know percentages. Okay, I just don't know percentages. Okay, I always click on the wrong tab. So that are S rank characters based on this list. Then we have A rank, so Yuhito Kojo, Kugisaki Will Rose, Aoi Todo, and then Kanto Naonami. Okay, so an attacker who produces firepower on single target applies critical resistance down to an enemy with skill. There is a sin energy with Aoi Todo. Okay, an attacker that gives firepower to single target. I don't understand what that means here. Low physical strength but high firepower. Okay, yeah, nothing too impressive. Tank and support for Tiger Kane. Can apply own buffs to the Tiger Kane. Inflicts confusion on the enemy with elliptic play. Again, not sure. Then Kanto, an attacker who gives out firepower to a single target, has a buff that increases break and critical rate. Now the question for me is, will he buffs himself only with break and critical rate? So currently known characters do not have a clear role, and too sharp are okay, and this one is all 4 have clear roles, so currently judge them to be superior compared to other characters. I mean, yeah, that's a fact. Like, based on this information, it's really hard to determine precisely, but definitely you know the roles for these characters, right? Maki is a little bit questionable for me here, a little bit, so I will go like this. Yeah, that will be good. These two are really close to the S plus based on information. Well balanced attacker, full body attacker, powerful. I believe Megumi will be super dangerous character. I believe he'll be super dangerous character. And Gojo, because of that weakness, nah, I'll put it like this, bro. I need to put it like this. I'm just thinking to add someone else to Gojo, but for the early game, truly, I believe he looks like the craziest, the greatest firepower, high damage dealing, plus he takes no damage for 7 turns. It just depends. It just really depends how everything will turn out. A little bit here when I'm reading for Gojo, an attacker who produces single target applies critical resistance down to the enemy. I wanna put him in the higher ranking here. I believe his role is actually really clear here. Doing the damage and that critical resistance can be extremely helpful for other characters to shine, especially the attackers. An amazing buffer and amazing tank here. So yeah, this will be my tier list based on the information we currently have. You also saw the other tier list, which doesn't differ a lot, so I pretty much agree with this stuff here. I just a little bit added one more column to define it better, and that's pretty much that. That's it, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. Leave a like, subscribe, your opinions in the comment section below. I'm definitely re-rolling for Gojo plus someone else if that would be possible. If I can get him with Gojo, that would be epic, or him, that would be the best. But that's it. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. Love ya. Thank you for the all amount of support. Looking forward to it, because in 2 days from now when I'm recording, the game will launch. Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade. Here we go.